Yo, we're shaking. Shout outs to Jordy Clarkson, who contract was announced today. It was announced that Jordy Clarkson by Michael Scotto. Shouts to Mike Scotto. I definitely got to pick Mike Scotto. Shouts to Mike Scotto. New York Knicks have signed Jordan Clarkson to a 1-year, $3.6 million deal. League sources has told Hoops Hype. The former 2021 Six-Man of the Year averaged 16 points in 11 NBA seasons while playing for Los Angeles Lakers, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Utah Jazz. So shouts to Jordy Clarkson, something that you like to see, a guy who can actually beat bop boop, a guy who can actually get to the rim, and something that I've been stressing the Knicks to do for months. You need people to be able to get to the rim, and a guy like Jordy Clarkson actually solves a little bit of that issue. Another thing that was reported today, right? Well, it was actually reported today. Shout outs to Garrison Yabusele. So let me bring this screen back up here to you guys. Shout outs to Garrison Yabusele. Shout outs to Sleeper Knicks right here. But Garrison Yabusele actually is resigning. Shouts to Mike, man. Appreciate you resharing the stream. But shouts to Garrison Yabusele. Thanks to Garrison Yabusele, the Knicks can fill 2 more roster spots as they're currently 3.7 million below the second apron hard cap. Right. So we got a second round. We got a second rounder. We got an exemption for 1.27 million. Either Diawa or Nanji, and we got a veterans minimum that is $2.29 million. So shouts to Garrison Yabusele, shout outs to Leon Rose for actually putting this nice little contract together to make sure that the Knicks can still fill up another roster spot on the team, something that I feel like the Knicks need to do. And the person that I would love for the Knicks to look at for this last roster spot, just me personally, is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, this is a guy who could play a lot of different positions on the basketball court. And a team that needs just one more ball handler, in my opinion, I think a guy like Ben Simmons would actually help. So let's wait and see. But Garrison Yabusele left us 2 roster spots. That's something that you also like to see. Shout outs to Knicks feed. Let me bring this back up here, right? Show you guys. Yes, you did. Shout outs to Ian. I said Yabusele was a gem. His contract makes him a diamond. Shouts to Ian. Yeah, I agree. I like Yabusele, man. Shoot great from 3, 38% from 3, 50% from the field. I like Yabusele, bro. So today, right, Knicks feed, they had a tweet yesterday. So shouts to Knicks feed. They had a tweet yesterday. So Mikal Bridges, he's scheduled to make on an extension the maximum 4-year, 156 million. Cat, he's scheduled for extension 2 years, 150 million, and Mitchell Robinson a 4-year, $89 million contract extension. Me personally, I don't want the Knicks to give anybody a contract extension right now. I don't think the Knicks should. I think the Knicks should make a trade. That's what I think they should do. I think they absolutely need to make a trade, and you need to figure out who you want to re-sign out of these 3 guys. Me personally, I would pick Cat, but I'm not opposed to trading Cat. Like if there was a deal out there that a team says, hey, we'll give you certain set players and you give us Karl-Anthony Towns, and those certain set players fit into what my team is doing right now, I have no problem trading. I have no problem trading. 0 chances, though, Karl-Anthony Towns get a 2-year, $150 million deal. Also, when it comes to Mikal Bridges, I find it interesting that his contract extension wasn't announced today, which it should have. So, in my opinion, it's going to be one of 2 things. Either Mikal's going to be re-signed and he's going to be on the roster come September, or Mikal's going to be dealt. And I think Mikal is going to be dealt for either he's going to be dealt for a playmaker, obviously. You're not going to deal Mikal for another big when you think you're going to start Mitchell Robinson. Although you can still bring Mitchell Robinson off the bench. How do you feel about Nanji? How do you feel about Ariel Hakaporti? I need to know how Mike Brown feel about these things. But it hasn't been reported about how Mike Brown feels about the roster. It was a guy who came on Twitter yesterday. He actually had a Lakers hat on. He ran into Mike Brown in the airport over there in Los Angeles, and Mike Brown was report. He said, quote unquote, that Mike Brown said he didn't want to trade none of his wings. I respect that. Listen, I respect that. But know what you're stepping into. Just know what you're stepping into. And another thing that was reported today, so let me make sure I bring up the proper tweet. It was also announced today, the Knicks Summer League roster, something that I would love for you Knicks fans to see yourselves. So let me bring up this screen again right here. So this is the 2025 New York Knicks Summer League roster, right? You got Pacome Daddier. Shouts to Pacome, right? Need Pacome to play. So you know Pacome going to start. You got Kevin McCullough Jr. You got Tyler Kolek, right? You got Marjan Beauchamp. You got Yuri Baba. I forgot who wrote about Yuri Baba. I forgot who wrote about Yuri Baba. You got Yuri Baba here. You got Anton Watson. You got Jamal Bay. You got Balai Bayless. You got Dink Pate, a 19-year-old. I'm hoping. A lot of talent there. I know the low 3-point percentage. I know the low field goal percentage. Right. And G League Ignite and the Mexico roster that he was on. But the talent is there. We don't have really necessarily anybody that's really athletic in the rotation. So if a guy like Dink Pate can make the rotation, that'd be great. 19 years old. I'm hoping Mike Brown could, find a spot for these young boys, man, because this team needs athleticism. We got all of the skill guys, but you need some guys that can just jam the goddamn basketball, right? You got Jaden Campbell here. You got Devon Grant. You got Nick Jordan. You got Luka Skuka, Lance Ware, James Nanji, Muhammad Diawa, and you got Ariel Hakaporti. You got Jordan Brink as the coach. So I'm very curious to see how Summer League shakes out. Summer League is a chance for Pacome Daddier to show Mike Brown, hey, I'm ready. And I'm hoping he's been working on his game. Dink Pate he has a chance to make the Knicks roster a little special. Already 19 years old. I know we still got Pacome Daddier. He's 19, 20 years old. We got Muhammad Diawa. He's 20 years old. We got all these young boys. And I'm hoping that the Knicks can keep a lot of these young boys, man, in the stable, right? We got a bunch of 28, 29-year-olds. So 2 to 3 years from now, we want to make sure that we're still building for the now and for the future. So I'm hoping one or two of these guys make the rotation next season. And I'm hoping that a year, 2 years down the line, that these young boys are now promoted into the rotation. Who knows what we can make of these young boys? Who knows? I didn't know Giannis was going to be an MVP. I didn't know. So it's all about your player development. It's all about how are you trying to develop your guys on your squad, right? So, I love the Summer League roster. Hold on. Let me bring it up again just for the Knicks fans who did not see it. Like, let me make sure. Let me add this to the stage. So 2025 Summer League roster. Once again, you got Pacome Daddier, you got Kevin McCullough Jr., you got Tyler Kolek. Obviously, those three guys are going to play. You got Marjan Beauchamp. Obviously, he's going to play. You got Yuri Baba. You got Anton Watson. You got Jamal Bay. Right? You got Balai Bayless. You got Dink Pate, Jaden Campbell, Devon Grant, Nick Jordan. You got Luka Skuka. You got Lance Ware, James Nanji, Muhammad Diawa, and Ariel Hakaporti. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's hope that the Summer League, you know what else I want to see from Summer League? Me personally, I would love to see the Summer League team, because usually the Summer League team emulates a team's a team's offensive scheme and defensive scheme. So I'm hoping that the Knicks Summer League team mirrors what Jordan Brinks want to run, but also mimics what Mike Brown wants to run. I'm curious to see that. Very curious to see that. Let me see if I could pull up some tweets about Jordan Brink. Oh yeah, so shouts to James Edward. Nice little tweet right here from James Edwards, right? So James Edwards wrote, Knicks Summer League update. Jordan Brink will be coaching in New York and Las Vegas per multiple league sources. Brink was on Tibbs' staff and largely responsible for one of the best challenge success rates in the NBA. Good young coach deserving of the role. I like it. I like it. If he's young, listen, I don't care. If they're young, keep him on the staff, man. Keep him on the staff, man. If he's young, keep him on the staff. I'm good. I'm definitely good. But, shouts to Knicks Summer League. I'm very excited about that. Shouts to all the Knicks fans that tuned in. What is it, 156 right now? Just wanted to give a little update on Knicks news so far and what we're seeing. Me personally, I'm still hoping the Knicks make a trade. Yes. I want to trade. And I think the Knicks, you almost gotta make a trade. But if you don't, I'm hoping that OG Anunoby and those guys come in, get the work. So hopefully they get the work in, man. Hopefully they worked on their beep bop boop or something. Because that's all they really need. That's all they really need. They really need some beep bop boop. That's all. So shouts to all you Knicks fans, man. Tuning in, man. Just checking in with y'all. Talked about the Jordan Clarkson contract. Talked about Garrison Yabusele. Ben Simmons. Obviously, I want Ben Simmons. I posted about Ben Simmons today. I think Ben Simmons should be the last guy the Knicks pick up, and I think he will round out the roster very well, especially the bench when it comes to playmaking. And now you got Ben Simmons, you got Jordan Clarkson, you got Garrison Yabusele. That's a nice little bench mob right there. I like that bench mob. So hopefully if the Knicks could get Ben Simmons, man, hopefully if we could get him, I'm hoping and praying. But shout out to you Knicks fans, man. I'm out of here, man. It's your boy State. Please go enjoy your summer day. Please go hug your loved ones, hug your family members, hug your moms, your dad, your cousins, anybody. Love them, hug them. Be blessed that you woke up today. And with that said, I'm out of here, man. It's your boy State. Peace and blessings, everybody. One.